Sheboygan Walleye Club 2023 Battle on the Bay. I tried to film it all. I really did. I really wanted to. But it was very hot out there, and Mother Nature and these GoPros don't always agree. So it was really hot out there. There was no wind, and my camera kept overheating. So I gave up on it eventually, and I just put it away because I was in tournament mode and we were trying to catch fish, and I didn't want to mess around with the camera. So I do have a little bit of footage, but I'm going to go over a recap of everything, show you what we were using, where we were using it, and sprinkle in some clips for everybody to watch. So I hope you enjoy the video, learn a thing or two, and we'll see you out there next time. Hey, did you subscribe yet? I'm catching walleyes, you should subscribe. Otherwise the walleye gets it. Did you click it? Probably not, but I'm too nice. So the Sheboygan Walleye Club Battle on the Bay 2023. Let's talk about it. How did it go? Well, we ended up doing pretty good. We ended up taking 5th place out of 120 boats, which I'm very proud of. Roger was really happy. We ended up catching 7 walleyes on Sunday. Lost 1, so we had 8 bites, got 7 of them in the boat. Top 5, I believe, went 28 3/4, 28 1/2, 28 1/4, 27 3/4, and our smallest fish on the card was a 25 1/2. And then we did call upgrade a 25 1/4 and a 20 1/2, which we caught earlier in the day. So let's figure out how we did it. So we started off today making the long run up north, just like most of the other boats. We were in the 2nd flight, boat number 59, so almost the very last boat in the flight. So once we got out to the breakwater, we took a left and we went straight to Peshtigo. We went over the Peshtigo Reef and kept going north, and we ended up at Chambers Island. It's a very big complex, lots of structure out there, lots of fish. There were plenty of boats out there as well. Weather was really nice, pretty much flat calm. Most of the way there we were able to go about 40 miles an hour, get good gas mileage that way, about 3 miles per gallon with the Yamaha. And when we got up there to our 2 waypoints, really the only 2 waypoints we had, there were 2 boats there of course, we pulled up and we saw a boat catch a fish right away, which is a little disheartening and good news because they were catching fish. Walleye.
They're here.
Yep. Are they in the tournament?
They're in the box.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, that's good. That's relieving a little bit. I didn't see a ribbon, did you? No, I think they're just taking pictures with their phone. And we were keeping an eye on them, of course, and they did not have a ribbon on their boat, so they weren't in the tournament, which made us feel a little better. But the other boat that was there was in the tournament. So you hear us whispering a little bit in the video, trying to be a little quiet. But we stuck around there for a while, and we didn't catch a fish till about 9 o'clock. We got up there right after 8, and we ended up catching our first fish a little after 9 o'clock. Got to get a fish in the boat, get the jitters out of the way. Just keep putzing along this edge. Yep. Everyone's out here doing the same thing. Oh, I had another fish right under the boat. Got him again. Got him. Right under the boat. Sheep. Not today, bud. You're not what I want today. Thanks. So what kind of lures were we throwing all day? You know me, I like to jig. We were using the live scope, obviously, and we were throwing shiver minnows from North Shore Bait. This one specifically, the regular goby. This is what Roger caught his big one on pre-fishing the other day. So in the morning we stopped by Paul, and I bought 2 more of these just to have on hand. And I caught my first fish of the day and the second walleye on this one. And Roger caught his only walleye of the day on the regular goby as well. You can see there's a big old swinging hook there. I do like to replace the hooks on these a lot of times, especially in a tournament. Get a little bit bigger hook, a little bit stronger hook. I think it's a size 4 VMC hybrid treble. A little bit stronger hooks for those big fish. Later in the afternoon, I switched up to a hammered gold that was custom painted from North Shore. This is a work in progress. We're working on trying to get the paint to stick to these dimpled baits. Doesn't stick very well. But this one was all purple on the top with that gold belly. But I caught 4 more walleyes on this one in the afternoon until my rod got tangled up and I cut it off and I said, screw it. Still got the snap swivel there with the little tag end. After I threw that rod down, I picked this one up with the Acme Hyper Rattle on it. This is another custom bait from North Shore. I don't think he sells these ones yet, but I got a couple to try out. It's kind of a goby color, dark color, a little bit of shine to it. And that's what I got that 28 incher on the very last cast of the day on. That gave us that 3-pound upgrade to put us up in the 5th place. I ended up working the bait a little differently than I normally do with shiver minnows. A quick snap of the wrist. I wasn't really lifting it very high. I wasn't snapping it all the way up, but more of a quick snap of the wrist, which I think made that shiver minnow kind of scoot along the bottom a little bit more and act a little bit more like a goby. We know they're out here. Holy cow. Fish. Oh, dropped it right on him. This is a walleye. This is a big walleye. It's a big walleye. Big walleye, big walleye, big walleye. We got him hooked pretty good. Nice, nice. Now get him in the boat. Nice. Hell yeah. Yep, hell yeah. She was hooked good. Dropped it right on her. First pump. We're gonna get 28 3/4.
He's round up like everybody else.
Yep, got it.
I think they're good.
Okay, 28 3/4. Okay, all right. Oh, she's ready already. They're out there. 28 3/4 for the first fish. 9:04 a.m. Sweating like a pig. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta put it right in front of them. We didn't zero. That's the big thing. So what rods are we using? I'm using the Cade Carbon Core Walleye Series rods. You've heard me talk about these rods before. For the shiver minnows, I'm using the 7'2" medium extra fast. It's a very sensitive rod, very lightweight. It's got plenty of backbone. As you'll see in the clip where I caught that one walleye, it's got a lot of bend to it. I think it's the perfect rod for these shiver minnows. This one I have a Daiwa Tatula 2500 on there. 15-pound Seagar Smackdown braid in the lime green. And then I go to uni knot or an FG knot to a 15-pound fluorocarbon leader for those bigger shiver minnows. And that last cast of the day, I switched over to another Cade rod. This is the 6'9" medium fast. Daiwa Fuego on here with 10-pound monofilament for those hyper rattles. This is a little bit shorter rod, better for jigging closer to the boat, but it's got a very good backbone as well. A little bit more bend in the rod, which helps with that mono and the stretch and these little hooks on that bait. Helps keep fish pinned a little bit better, and the rod got the job done. So without giving away the whole kit and caboodle here, this is where we fished 95% of our day. Right here, this is our track from Sunday actually. You can see we spent a lot of time here, a lot of time up here, but this was the only spot that we were marking any fish really whatsoever. Right after you came off that big drop off from 70, 80 feet up to 30, that's where those fish were sitting. And I think they were just chilling there. They were not active whatsoever, but the only place we ever marked any fish was there. And a little bit out deeper, there were some fish suspended there too off that edge, but we didn't mess around with any of those fish in the deeper water. We stuck to 32 feet and shallower, but from about 32 feet to 27 feet is where we caught all our fish. And like I said, the first fish came around 9. I got another one around 9:30, the 20-incher, and then it was dead. Fish. Sheep. Dropped it right on. You can keep fishing, I'll get them. Jeez. We didn't catch anything for a while, so you see we drove off there. We did do a little bit of exploring. We looked around a little bit, maybe a half hour or so, and we ended up coming right back here at about 11:15, and we decided we were just going to grind it out all day. We were just going to sit there and hope for the best, because we had already kind of decided that we're screwed. We only caught 2 fish, that's what we're going to get. So we were just sitting there grinding it out, casting at fish, because I'm still seeing fish on the screen. I'm still casting at them, dropping lures right in front of them, and they're not doing nothing for the most part. We started seeing a whole bunch of them right under the boat, so I told Roger to just jig under the boat, vertical jig, see what happens, and he ended up catching, I think, a 28.5-incher pretty quickly there. That kind of started our flurry there, and in the next 45 minutes to an hour, I caught 4 more walleyes that were all upgrades. So that was a real big relief. We got 5 on the card by 12:30, I think. We had 5 on the card, our smallest fish being a 20-incher. Shortly after that, we caught another 25.5, I think, which was a nice little upgrade from a 20-incher. We're sitting at about 41 pounds, I think. Then at about 1:10, our goal was to leave at 1:15, give us enough time to get back, because we didn't know what the wind was going to be like or the waves are going to be like. And I don't like going too fast. I like getting good gas mileage, and I'm kind of a Sally with my boat. So 1:15 was our plan to pack up and head in. Around 1:10 p.m., I got a huge knot on the end of my rod here that I ended up just cutting the lure off and saying screw it, and I picked up another rod. So after I picked up that other rod, we had maybe 10 minutes left to fish it, and I cast it a few times. And the literal last cast, I ended up hooking a 28-incher and getting it in the boat with the hyper rattle. And it was, I felt like Mike Iaconelli. Big one! Oh my God! Ah! Never give up. Never give up! And we got that one in the boat at 1:16, took pictures, released the fish, and then we decided to pack everything up and head for home. Our mood sure changed throughout the day. We got up there, we were a little depressed again on people right in our spot, but that's to be expected. They were catching fish and we couldn't get one to go right away. So around 9 o'clock we finally caught one. We were feeling better, feeling a little bit better. Caught that second one pretty soon after that, and then it just shut down. We couldn't get anything to go until around 11:30. We got that flurry of action. You're starting to feel good. We got up to 41 pounds. We were feeling pretty good. We had a respectable bag. That's always our goal, is to get a decent bag. Obviously you want to win, but you can't expect to win all the time, and sometimes you do badly. So our goal is to be semi-consistent and just try and get fish in the boat and stay in the top of the field. But once we got that last fish in the boat at 1:16, never give up! That was a 3-pound upgrade, put us up to 44.5 pounds. Now we were really feeling good. We felt pretty confident we were going to get a top 10. We didn't think we were going to win. There's a lot of good sticks out there. Becker and Mueller obviously crushed it Friday and Saturday. We knew they were going to do good again. A couple other guys out there that always do really good. But we ended up in 5th, and that was great.
5th place, Aaron and Roger. Boat number 59, come on up at 44.45 pounds. Do you guys realize you squeaked out another $300 for 0.2 pounds? Okay? And by the way, we're going to get some pictures of you guys, okay, with those plaques. So I talked to him earlier. You're going to come on over. In fact, you're going to come on this side of me over here. So, because I don't want him whispering in your ear. So where were you guys fishing?
We're on Chambers Island all day.
Chambers? Fishing deep, shallow?
30 feet.
30 feet? Were you jigging or trolling?
We were trolling.
Cranks or crawlers?
No, we were jigging chipper minnows all day long.
I'm just checking because I already know what he was doing. So, on rock edges, or what were you doing?
That was right off the edge of the deep drop off the edge of Chambers Island there.
You know, there's a lot of them. That's a big island. There's a lot of places to fish. But that's a heck of a job from both you guys. And I want to thank both you guys for fishing it, and congratulations. Okay, there's some, go on in there, you get your checks, and then we're going to get some pictures of you.
We cashed the check. We got cool little plaques. It felt good to be up there with some of those big sticks. I mean, Max Wilson took 4th right above us by ounces, just literal ounces. He beat us. And then Tom Kimos, of course, at the top of the pile. He always does good out here, especially in this tournament. So it felt good just to be up there with those guys in this tournament. So that was our day out on Green Bay for the 2023 Sheboygan Walleye Club Battle on the Bay. Again, ended in 5th place. Super stoked about that. Was really excited. We had a good time. It was nice seeing all the other guys out there. Congratulations to everybody else that fished, everybody that caught fish, everybody that didn't. It was a tough bite, and you had to really grind it out. But those guys at the top that beat us, they really stuck it to them, did a great job, so congratulations to them. Thanks to everybody that runs the Sheboygan Walleye Club tournament. It's a great run tournament. Everything runs real smoothly. Everything works out really well. So if you're interested in joining it next year, sign up early, because they did fill up this year with 120 boats. So make sure you sign up when they put that announcement out there on Facebook and whatnot. Get signed up. It's a really fun event. Everybody's really friendly. It's just a good time. So thanks for watching this video. I know there was some camera issues earlier in the day. Very hot outside. My GoPro kept overheating, and I was in tournament mode, so I didn't want to mess with it all day. I was focused on trying to catch fish and win a tournament. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, learned a little something. And remember,